Academia One's Justice video. This is going to be a different style of video, a laid back commentary. I want to talk about a couple things regarding the game since it's been out for a few days now and I'm still enjoying it heavily. But real quick before we get too deep into the video, I'm going to mention for anyone who doesn't know that we have not confirmation but a leaked view of DLC characters for One's Justice. Credit to the modder Mizumi for cracking open the game, and it's a look at 3 possible DLC characters: Inasa from Shiketsu High School, Season 3 Midoriya, and the pre-order DLC Endeavor, which you can buy later on. After sort of getting an idea of the community reception so far, just kind of talking about what I gleaned from it, I opted not to do the full review on this game because I feel like I'm just going to repeat a lot of the stuff I said in my 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia review I did back when that game came out. Although that game suffered from different gameplay problems, this video isn't about the gameplay. It's just kind of going to be about how I think its life cycle is going to go down. I'm starting to see a similar problem between them in regards to the content. I'm enjoying the hell out of the gameplay. I haven't had this much fun with gameplay for an anime game since Burning Blood, hands down, easily. And before that, you'd have to go back to probably like Xenoverse 1. But it does have its gameplay issues that I'm probably going to get to in a future video, in which aren't really that big of a problem to me. Nothing we haven't seen coming, nothing we haven't seen a bunch of times before, and although I don't condone it, although I don't think it's a good thing, it's still the first crack at a My Hero game. I want more My Hero games, so I'm going to support it for that reason alone. And all we can do from there is, as a community, give our feedback. When Bandai asks for it, make sure we're active. Make sure we let them know whenever they're talking about One's Justice. On almost every anime game, at some point, Bandai will ask for some feedback. So when this game comes out everywhere else in a couple months, I'm sure that opportunity will be given to us. The gameplay, I feel like that is probably the one strength to this game, if you're a My Hero fan. I mean, yet again, we get another garbage story. This one's really garbage. This one is exactly like Burning Blood. It does kind of scare me how watered down this story mode is. There's no QTEs, there's really nothing in there at all. I mean, which I generally don't care about story mode, and I think Bandai thinks we don't really care about story mode. I know a lot of people do, so I'm not going to come out and just say we don't give a fuck about it, because I mean, I think it's kind of fucked up. We do get constantly honey-dicked with these whack-ass story modes. I mean, that's if we get a story mode at all. I'm looking at Shinobi Striker right now, which isn't a big deal, obviously, because of everything they're put into that game regarding the character creation, regarding the game modes, and the different balancing and all types of shit they've done, working on the servers, all that shit. But obviously that stuff is not all in One's Justice. This is bare bones 1v1, which I'm cool with as well, but looking at a 19 character roster, that is probably my biggest complaint. And Black Clover, which is a freaking shooter, comes close to the amount of characters that this game has. I think it's like 19 or 20. We always want to talk about, you know, the DLC, look at the DLC. Well, people cracked open the game, looked at the files. There's a Season 3 Deku. There's Endeavor, which is the pre-order DLC, so we already knew about that. Season 3 Deku. Okay, I mean, that's cool. I don't know why that can't be in the game to begin with. And then Inasa from Shiketsu High School, which is the one really cool addition there that we didn't know about. And as a DLC pack, that's not bad. But I'm questioning how much DLC we're actually going to get from this game, considering how little care was put into everything in this game except the gameplay, which isn't even close to perfect. It's really fun now. I'm enjoying playing it, and I could play it for a while. But at this point, it's definitely looking like Shinobi Striker and Black Clover are the better option for anime games. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is obviously because of the backlash given from the community, which is very warranted considering how the story mode look and how it's really bare bones as well. But in the past, I've noticed the trend of the community bashing games and those games not getting any support whatsoever. And I'm really hoping Bandai doesn't repeat that on this game. This game would be better with a patch, and this game would be even better with another couple character packs. Honestly, they should keep dropping character packs, because like other anime fighters, they're fucking clone moves. I didn't think the roster was that big of a deal at first, because they got a lot of the major characters. If we're being real, they could have done better. Maybe if they tried to implement more pro heroes, Kamui would be fucking incredible. I think that's a very implementable character. They did pretty good with the students, and they got the really major pro heroes, but there are other pro heroes that they definitely could have put in, with there just being so many different pro heroes in the series. I mean, they did well considering what characters actually get screen time, essentially. But I don't think anyone thinks that they couldn't have done better, and that's basically what it comes down to. We get this anime game, which is pretty bare bones, but has decent gameplay for an arena fighter. The series is extremely popular, so I truly thought it had a chance to do really well. But as seen many times before, not enough attention was given to the content of the game. It sort of being the first console game for the series. So the lack of content and no incentive to really keep playing, and not a large roster at release for this type of game, has yet again greatly shortened the lifespan of a game that had more potential. I really hope that we are going to get multiple packs. I really hope I'm wrong, because this game is still a lot of fun to play. They did a lot of things to the gameplay that, in terms of fun factor, I'd put it right up there with Burning Blood. But that and a little character customization gimmick is not quite enough to hold it up next to a game like Shinobi Striker and Black Clover, which are games that are looking like they're going to be getting long-term maintenance. Let's hope Viking and Bandai can prove me wrong and keep up with this game. I'd love it a lot. With that said, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Just your overall thoughts on One's Justice, how it's going to do, how are you enjoying it, anything like that. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I got plenty more content on my here coming your way. It's been really real. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.